Caro family, Cabo, and welcome to Monday mornings with Iya Funlayo. We are back to get our Monday motivation and get started through the week. Let us know you're here. Drop a comment, like, and share with somebody you love. Tisha, oh boy, Toa, Sori, Wori, Wofun, good morning, good to have you back. Ekaro, Ayami, She Alafia ni, blessings, Fayemi, Ekaro. Yes, give thanks that the word touched. Charisma, Ekaro, welcome back. Auntie Franita, welcome back. Great Blackness, grand risings to you, Velcy. Greetings. Good to have you with us this morning. Alafia, Tamika. Blessings. Adeshina, Omomi, Ekaro. Auntie Faye, good to have you with us this morning. Alafia, Brother John in the Boogie Down Bronx. I'm right across the Throgs Neck this morning. Good morning, Makava. Great day, Tia. Blessings and Dia. Give thanks. Good to have you with us. Aramisa, Boato, Asori, Wori, Wofun. Good morning, family. Ekabo. And welcome to Monday Mornings with IyaFunlayo, where we are getting some motivation to help get us started through the week. As I say each and every time we come together, Kashia, Alafia, Neo. If you hearing me right now, if you hearing me, Reverend Rhonda, good morning, Alafia, Yolanda, Ekaro. If you are hearing my voice at all right now, you should be feeling very good. You should be feeling very blessed. You should be feeling very thankful because that means, what does it mean? It means that you're still in the world, baby. You still here. You still in it to win it. You got to be in it to win it. So you are still here. You are still working towards your destiny. You are still clothed with a reasonable portion of good health in your right mind. We give thanks. We give thanks. We give thanks. And you are here in Black History and Heritage Month. We blackity black and we 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 black. You know, it's all black, everything 365, 24/7 up around these parts. But you know, we get extra about it and extra blackity black during our month. That's right, Auntie Faye. It's the 100 years. So 1926 was the first Negro History Week in the US. Blessings, Chris Ogboato. And it has since transformed into Black History Month, and we are celebrating 100 years, Lady Diana. Blessings and blessings. We give thanks for our ancestors and all of their innovations and all of their celebrations and all of their inspirations, right? That keep inspiring us today, that keep motivating us today. I was watching a documentary last night of on PBS. You know, y'all know I'm a nerd. I love my documentaries. As my mom would be like, "You don't watch nothing but this history stuff, right?" That's that. She said I had enough. At the end of it, she was like, "All right, now I done endured all your stuff. I had enough history. Can we watch something else?" But I was watching this documentary on Frederick Douglass on PBS last night, and what struck me, I don't know if you noticed, and I love this story. Frederick Douglass, one of the ways that he recognized that he could get free was that he actually got into a fight, a physical fight with an overseer who was intended to break him. And he fought the man, and the story, the legend of the fight says that the fight went on for 2 hours, that they were really wrestling more than fisticuffing, as they said. But that 2 hours he fought this man, and that the man knew that he couldn't kill him because that would prove that he wasn't as good at breaking as he was supposed to be. And so he had to back down ultimately. And when that happened, right, when he fought this man and the man backed down, he said, "Oh yeah, I'm about to get free." Right? I'm about to get free because the fact that I was able to stand up, the fact that he even had the wherewithal to stand up and fight when so many were afraid to do so, and rightly so, right? That's not a criticism, but what is it in your spirit that makes you stand up and fight when everybody else is going along with whatever the status quo might be? Right? That's really what touched me about that. And for myself, right, I said, wow, what is it in me that says, yes, let's stand up and fight? Right? That no, I'm not going with this tradition that I was raised in. There's something else out there for me. What made the pioneers of our traditions, who were maintaining these traditions under the threat of death, under persecution, say, nah, we not going for it. We standing up and we're fighting and we're just doing what we do. We just getting free. It's not even so much about right fighting per se, but it's getting free. And so in a minute, I'm gonna tell you how that ties back into our Odu for the year. Oshunwemi Mogwato. Omomi, good morning. Kim, blessings, blessings, blessings. Yes, we are taking it to the next level, Adeshina. Listen, yes, I mean to the next 100 years. That's right, because we still have, as we know, as we can look around and see everything that is happening in this country, we, as much as we celebrating, we still got some places, some ways to go. And a part of how we get there is through strengthening our Oreo, because we don't even know that we have something to fight for. We don't even understand that we can fight. We don't even understand that we could be different. We don't even understand that the vision in the world that we see right now could be something different without the help of our Orisa. So that's how we get started each and every Monday morning, saluting our sacred selves, saluting our sacred selves, so that we can be strengthened to understand everything that we need to do for our own upliftment. Ashe, 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 ashe. We give thanks. We know that Ifa tells us no matter what we need, whether it's a house, a spouse, or that money, that we have to ask our own head first. You want to get free? Ask your head first. You want anything that you want? Ask your head first. Can you deal with it? Can you take it? Can you take the blessings? Or are you going to be like Akeme in our story and try to run back to what you knew even 300 years later? No, we're not doing that. So touch your head, or you can touch your stomach, the seat of your intuition, another seat of your ori. Or if you need a little motion in the ocean this morning, you can reach down and touch your toes as I say our chant from Otura Ogbe. Kajini kutu kutu, kamomu ohuni pinko pin. Dífá fún ọlọ́mọ àjíbàrẹ̀ pàdé lọ́la. Ẹ̀mí ni mo jí ní kùtùkùtù tí mo mú òun ní pínkòpín. Ẹ̀mí ni mo bá ajẹ́ àti ìrè lóní àti lọ́la. Ẹ̀mí ni mo jí ní kùtùkùtù tí mo mú òun ní pínkòpín. Ẹ̀mí ni mo bá ajẹ́ àti òkìkí ìrè lóní àti lọ́la. Àṣẹ o, àṣẹ o, àṣẹ o. Tó ìbà ẹ̀ṣù. Adúpẹ́, 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 adúpẹ́. We give thanks. We give thanks, family. If you've been with us before, you know that means that when we wake up early in the morning and we give honor to our seat of destiny, when we pay homage to our own head early in the morning, it is those who do that who will meet with all good things, not only today. Listen, not only today. That's the part that's magic to me, but also tomorrow. It says, Emini, I am the one who wakes up early in the morning and gives honor to my destiny. And therefore, I am the one who will meet with all good things. What am I going to meet with? Health, wealth, recognition for my good deeds. Okikire. not only today, loni, but also tomorrow, lola. So you have two Yoruba words, loni today, lola tomorrow. Shout out to those who are in Yoruba class with me. Reiki Activate, I see you, Ekaro. Mm, give thanks. It says that the work that we do today, Sia, blessings and love to you, Omitosi, Ekaro, Yadira, blessings. The work that we do today, come on, Chris, help me preach, is not only for today, but also for tomorrow. When we get into that tomorrow, we're not looking back to see what was lost, especially when the blessings are pouring in. Woo, child. Listen. So I preached again yesterday from Osa Gunda, which is our temple Odu of the year. I've shared some things with you about it. Boarache, Ekaro, blessings to you. Those in the Akeko circle, shout out to you. You got an even more in-depth dive into the Odu, and I'll be sharing things about it throughout the year. And these last 2 weeks, we have spoken from this Odu. And so, yeah, on yesterday, already know I'm gonna tell you if you wasn't there to go back and check it out. Blessings, Naja, Lafia Niu. Mm? If you weren't there on yesterday, go back and check out the replay for all the bells and whistles and the story in all its glory. But very briefly, right, the story briefly told a tale of a fisherman named Akeme who saved a turtle from abuse on the beach. And as it turned out, the turtle ended up being not a turtle at all, but a diviner for Olokun. And upon Akeme saving the turtle, whose name, ironically, as a diviner, was Osa Gunda, she took him under the sea to Olokun's realm, where he found that he was given riches for saving Osagunda's life. Olokun blessed him with riches beyond his imagination, blessed him with a palace, and he even ended up marrying Olokun's daughter, Asesu. He lived happily. He was in his blessings. He was in his bag. Everything was great. And then one day he began to wonder about what was going on back up on the surface of the earth. And Osagunda tried to stop him from going back up there. She said, well, I mean, whatever's going on up there, you living real good here. Like on the earth, you were doing all right, but you was kind of struggling. The life of a fisherman is not an easy life. You had to do a whole lot of work. And here you're able to chill a little bit and just enjoy yourself. So you don't need to go back up there. But Akeme insisted. He insisted that he go back. And as it turns out, Cynthia, good morning, Marcia. As it turned out, when he got back to the surface of the earth, more time had passed than had passed underwater. So underwater it had been 300 years. On the surface of the earth, it had been 1,000 years. And so when he looked around, imagine somebody from 1,000 years ago appearing on the earth right now. They'd be like, what has that? What is this? Right? And so he was shocked by everything that he saw. And he was so shocked that he really was so curious. He had to find out what happened. He said, wow, I need to find out what happened. He had a gourd of medicine that he had hidden in the ground that 1,000 years ago, and it was still there when he got back all that time later. He dug up the gourd, and the gourd was supposed to give him knowledge of what had happened, or give him knowledge, period. And he thought that it would give him knowledge of what had happened. He opened up the gourd, and when he did, he aged instantly 1,000 years, and he transformed into a great tortoise. And he had all the knowledge. Listen to me. Listen to me. This is a part. Now he had all the knowledge. He knew everything about everything about everything about everything because he had opened the gourd of knowledge. And so he knew what had happened for the past 1,000 years. He knew what had happened all from the beginning of time. But now he was a tortoise, and he was only able to hold that information. He wasn't able to use it to his benefit. Mm. And he remained that way. And the story, we love our origin stories. This story talks about how the tortoise became regarded as the keeper of wisdom on earth. That tortoises are some of the most long lived creatures on earth. Some of them can live for hundreds of years, and that they are said to be the ones, because they can live so long, that have seen everything and that have the knowledge of the world and how it has changed over time. Tiffany said, "Look, I'm only from the '70s and I be feeling that way." Listen, me too. And let me tell you how I'm glad to be from that time before we had all of this surveillance happening, because I didn't need to be surveilled as a teenager, Lord. Tanya, Lafia, Neil. I did not need no surveillance. All of that need to be right back in 1995 where it's supposed to be. Yes, he got what he wanted, right? He didn't even realize what the cost was going to be. See, letting go is a thing. Letting go is a big and real thing. All right, come on, Oshun. We didn't need no surveillance back then. We didn't need that. J Man, good morning. It's good that all of that is where it was supposed to be, right? And so, one of the biggest lessons that came out of this, as we talked about, is to let go of what's gone. Let go of what's gone. And that was our statement for like yesterday. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. And if you're feeling that, if you need another little extra boost in that, go ahead and drop that into the chat. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. I'm letting it go. And what is it? It is anything that's in the past. That does not need to be brought forward into now. It is anything that had you struggling before and you doing good now. It is anything that wasn't good for you then. It still ain't gonna be good for you now. Right? Sometimes let me just see. I wonder if it's different. No, it's not different. Or even if it's different, that doesn't mean it's better and it's for you. Just because the person has healed, come on, somebody, doesn't mean they're healed for you to return, right, to them. Doesn't mean that it's healed to the point that you need to re-engage with it. Tiffany, Tisha, Rhonda, we letting it go. Fayemi, Naja, we letting it go. Adeshina, we letting it go. Oshuemi Mo, we're letting it go. All right, we're letting go of all the past things, Tanya. Yes, we're in today, right? And so part of this message is really about living in the present. Especially, here's the thing, especially, and this is the part, and this connects back as well to the story I was telling about Baba Frederick Douglass, Ibae, right? We be afraid to be free sometimes. We be afraid to get blessings sometimes. We be suspicious, right? We be suspicious when things is too easy and we're getting too blessed, right? We be thinking maybe we need to go back and check out what's going on back there, even when things have improved. That's the thing. We be doing good. How many people, right, have been doing good and they just had to go back to the old neighborhood? They just had to go back to see this one and that one, and they got caught up in some things. Someone I know very recently, unfortunately, right, had that happen. Had moved away. And listen, this is not to say that we turn our backs on those we love. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying we have to abandon everybody we love and everything we love and all of that. Ifa is not saying that. But Ifa is saying that there are times for some of us when we have transcended a particular level. We have moved to a whole new realm. Kemi had moved to a whole new realm. He breathing underwater. He was doing things they didn't even know was possible. And so sometimes, yes, when you transcend to a certain level, if they can't come meet you there, then that means you ain't supposed to be dealing with them, right? If they can't come meet you there, message. If they can't come meet you there, if they can't start breathing underwater and come visit you there, if they ain't sent no search party with the scuba gear to come look for you in all that time, why are you going back to look for them? They ain't come looking for you. Right? So a lot of the times when we do this, it's because we're really afraid to move forward. We're really afraid of the greatness and the blessings, mm, that we are getting now. We're really afraid to sit in it and to be with our blessings. We feel guilty and we feel like we got to go back and try to drag everybody forward with us, even when they're not ready to come. Right? It's like red pill, blue pill in the Matrix. What they say, that some people are not ready to be awakened yet. And that's why they're not. Right? Some people are not ready for that. Some people, like our ancestor Harriet Tubman said, how many more people could I have freed if they had realized they were slaves and really committed to being free? Right? How many more could I have freed? But she recognized, look, I can't change their minds. I got to go with who's ready. And once we transcend, listen, she said, I got the shotgun for your back. We not going back. She said, look, I don't care how scared you are or what's ahead. Listen, you better be more scared of these double barrels in your back and keep it moving. Right? That's the ultimate display. And of course, there's an Ogunda, or Osa Ogunda. Mama Harriet was about that Ogunda life. Like, listen, we not going back. I don't care. I don't care how curious you are. I don't care who you left back there. No, right? It's not happening. You got to go forward, right? Because when you go back, what happens? You end up trapped. You end up caught up. You could end up re enslaved. You could end up, right? So many things can happen when we do that. And so we have to discern, even with Sankofa, right? When we talk about Sankofa, Sankofa is glance back, right? We glance back to see if we left anything that's picking that we should pick up, and we grab it and we bring it forward with us. We don't go back there. Listen, we don't go back. We glance back to see if we can bring something forward, and we grab it and we keep moving forward. Right. And so it's very, very, very important for us to understand that, and that is the energy that we're rolling with this year. So with this being a Odu, a lot of times I'm telling stories, and the Odu, those energies are important, but this one is even more important because it is the Odu that was revealed for us for this year. So this is an important lesson for us, right? That you, and the biggest part of this lesson I want you to understand is that you're blessed, that you're transcending, that you're moving to another level. And understand the challenge that comes with that. When we talk about blessings, we don't recognize the challenge that can come with being blessed sometimes, with the responsibility that can come with being blessed sometimes, right? With the pressure that comes with being blessed sometimes. I just, had a friend who, makes a lot of money, who was talking to me about how their family is expecting them to pay for everything and asking for money all the time and things of that nature. And, you know, having to try to discern when things are crucial and when you want to give, and when it's like, okay, now enough is enough, right? And those who are resourced in environments where others are not, it can be really challenging, right? And unfortunately, the system of capitalism and domination that we're living under sets it up that way intentionally. And it is hard to balance, right? Because we want to help, we want to, we recognize the inequalities in the system, right? We recognize the BS that we're living under. We recognize that it's not fair that we have to, work and grind and do all of this just to live. We recognize that. And at the same time, we recognize the reality that that is the system under which we live. And so how do we encourage others to make the most of what they have, right? And not rely solely on us, right? Not rely solely on us. Mhm. For what they need. And how do we give, right, and help without feeling depleted and from a place of love? And what I said when, this person was asking me about whether they should give this one or that one this, I said, well, how are you feeling about it, right? If you're not feeling good about it, right? If it doesn't feel settled in your spirit that you're doing something that you want to do, if you're doing it out of obligation, if you're doing it out of guilt, if it's not making you feel good, then you should reconsider, particularly if you feel like your help is actually handicapping, because we know that can happen, right? What we're calling help is actually enabling and handicapping folks sometimes and stopping them from learning the lessons that they need to learn to actually progress. Mhm. And so this Osa Gunda talks to us very much about this aspect of moving forward and the struggle that it will be, right? Osa Gunda is an Odu of struggle. So there may be a good amount of struggle this year. Will be times when you will be challenged. You will be tempted. This is the beautiful thing about Ifa. Ifa doesn't say, well, maybe. No, you gonna be tempted. There's going to be things coming up this year where you will be tempted to go back to old ways, to go back to old people, to go back to old things and habits. Don't do it. Right? Don't do it. This is it. It will, right? It will happen. Right? You will be challenged. It's not even a question. You will. And so, how are you going to step up to the challenge is the question. How are you going to step up to the challenge? What medicines are you going to use? Remember, I shared yesterday that one of our biggest medicines this year is simply looking good. That's one of our biggest medicines this year. It's not even hard. Look good. Wear something shiny. Wear something bright. White, of course, always stands out, especially in the winter when I be walking through in my all white and everybody else is in black and other dark colors, right? I stand out. So there's this aspect of standing out. There's this aspect of shining and catching light. So as I mentioned, mirrors are great talismans. You can get a necklace or a brooch or something with a mirror on it. If you like me and you like the sequins and sparkles are good medicine this year. Carry your talismans this year, whether it's mine or one that you make yourself or one that you get from elsewhere, right? Use your medicines this year. The medicine is going to be very, very important for us to use this year because I'm telling you, there will be challenges, there will be battles, right? And it's not because I'm telling you this too, it's not because you're doing anything wrong, right? Don't come running to me asking me if somebody throwing something at you. They not. Right? Don't come running to me asking me, if your ancestors are upset because you gave them 2 cupcakes instead of 3. They not, right? It's just the energy that is with us. And so how we fight this energy is with reflecting light. How we fight this energy is with taking our spiritual baths and carrying our talismans and using our medicines and doing the things proactively because we know because we know that there will be challenges. When we know there will be challenges, we suit up, right? When you know you're going into war, you put on your gear, right? You get your weapons, you get all the things that you need. And so I'm telling you, don't say I did not tell you, or I'm telling you that this year is going to be a year of challenges. And so it is going to be important for you to shine. It's going to be important for you to be strong. Stacy, blessings to you. Continued prayers. Right? Come on, Adeshina, suit up and boot up. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now. There's gonna be challenges. One of my besties has had a few challenges already this year, the last of which and we're praying for, and thankfully no one got hurt. So we know that spirit was there, but a tree and all these storms fell on her house. Mm-hmm. And, a couple of other things had happened prior to that. And she hit me up like, look, can we check into this? And we checked into it. And it's just the energy, right? We know TBT. Some years the energy is more intense in that way. So it's important. Look, come on, Fayemi, when you know it's gonna snow, right? You get your toilet papers and your milk and eggs or whatever else people be buying out at the store, right? You had to Trader Joe's to be like me for some cookies because that's my survival food. I'm gonna live on tiny chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, you get ready. You don't get scared. That's the other thing this Odu says is don't get scared, right? Don't get shook. Don't let it keep you stuck and stagnant. Let it motivate you to do more of your spiritual work. Let it motivate you to go to your ancestors and light those candles more. Talk to them more. Keep that water full, right? Talk to your shrines. Talk to nature. People always ask, what do I do if I don't have shrines? We have shrines. The whole planet is a shrine. Go to a tree, go to the water if you could get there. It's go to the snow. Snow is water. Listen, come on now. Let's be clear, right? Go outside, right? The whole outside is a shrine. So go there, right? Go there. Go there. Mm, go there. Essence said people was making pot pies. Look, they was going back to the artisanal stuff that was happening during COVID, talking about they making fresh pot pies. Look, I ain't even mad at it. I was in the house during the snowstorm. If you follow me on IG, I post all my foodstuffs there. People, I was in there making banana muffins with granola on top. They was good too. They was real good. I was in there baking and doing all kind of stuff. They had chocolate chips and everything. That was real good. So that is our lesson for this week again and for the rest of the year. Keep it shiny, keep it cool. Don't go back. Okay, Chris, I seen your chicken and dumplings. It looked real good too. That's one of my favorites. My mom used to make that all the time when I was growing up. Gotta have those hearty meals. Oh, I made some chili too. It was banging. Listen, one thing I'm gonna do is eat. It's even saying my Odu, I can't fast. I gotta eat. Okay. I eat healthily balanced, plenty of veggies, legumes, and all of that. I gotta eat. Okay. I can't be out here hungry. Gots to eat. Yes, the Trader Joe's. Like I need my seaweed sheets. I need all of that. I need those crunchy plantain strips that people they brought them plantain strips out like that was the manna from heaven. Let me tell you. When I went into TJ's, the whole plantain aisle was done. I was like, who eating all these plantains in Winston-Salem? And that I can't get. That's hilarious. Oh, thank you, y'all. I be doing what I can do. I really do love to cook. It's one of my love languages, and it's one of the ways that I bless myself, right? And one of the things that I do that it connects me to my ancestors. I made one thing that I made. Oh, blessings, Ibae, to my beloved father, Reverend Ralph Hilton West III. Ibae, I made salmon croquettes with grits, and that was one of his very favorite things, one of the things he taught me how to make. And so that is a big part of how I connect ancestrally. When y'all see me, with all the food, that is a big part of my ancestral medicine. I cook it, I serve them, I eat when I'm out, put a little bit to the side. Here's another little tip, right? Serving your ancestors, doing all of these things does not have to be complicated. It's not complicated. All right, go ahead and warm up the leftovers essence. Ooh, gumbo. All right, it's not complicated. It's not complicated. We can just put a bite of food to the side of your plate. If you're out at a restaurant, you can just put one bite of food to the side of your plate and say, "This is dedicated to my ancestors." Mm-hmm. And so it's it could be that simple. Oh, Essence, that's your dad's meal too. Beautiful. Yes. Make them salmon cakes. Make them salmon cakes. Ooh, turkey neck chili. All right, y'all. Y'all out here doing some real ancestral cookings. I love it. Oh, thank you. I am the best salmon croquettes ever. I'm pleased. We got to take what our ancestors give us and take it further. So I'm glad. Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks. The basics, that's right, of feeding our ancestors, doing these things. It doesn't have to be a whole ritual. You ain't got to take 30 minutes praying. Sometimes, folk be doing the most. You know me, I'm an earth sign. I'm like, let's get it done. And so very simply, take your bite. What you really want to do is take your bite, hold it up to your mouth, breathe your breath on it, say is that this bite is dedicated to your ancestors, and put it to the side and don't eat it, and that's it. right? Very simple, very simple. Sometimes when if I'm at dinner, a beautiful little practice that I do, especially if I'm at dinner with other folks who are also spiritual, who are also in the same practice, we will take a little salad plate, or a little bread plate, and each one of us will put a bite and put that in the middle of the table, dedicated to the ancestors, right? And so it is, this is, if you're with other people, you can do it communally, but if you're the only one, you can do it yourself. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna need some of those brown butter pecan cookies, Chris. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm gonna need some tributes of all this food. Matter of fact, everybody pack up a little bit of everything you cooked, and I'm gonna need some tributes to be sent to North Carolina. Okay, it's cold enough. It'll stay good in the mail right now. I love y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see what Spirit got to say. Let's see what Spirit got to say for us. Ooh, come on now. Bow. Alchemy. Magician. This is what we working with this week. Spirit, thanks for bringing it right to us. The Magician. We making magic this week. What did I just talk about? Do your baths, carry your potions, cook your food. That's magic. All of that is magic. All of that is magic. Cook more for yourself. All of that is magic, right? Make it do what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. You can't make it up, Essence. I'm telling you. You see it jumping out, Miami, right? The message is coming to us, right? Make magic, make alchemy. Do your thing this week. So this is a beautiful time. Okay, bean pie. Wait a minute now. Y'all just doing it. Y'all doing it. I love it. Yes, full moon, resident astrologer, Tanya, our full moon in Leo, right? All of the energy that is coming through for us in this week is ripe for us to make magic. So do something magical. And again, know that your magical thing can be making food for your ancestors. Make yourself a white bath. Do something, right, for yourself that is meant to um, energize you, that is meant to activate you, that is meant to, right, protect you spiritually, that is meant to uplift you spiritually, right? Being uplifted is very, very, very important this year. That's the other thing. Like I said, we don't want to succumb to paranoia or fear, even though I'm telling you that this is a challenging year. The way to combat that is not getting upset, right? The way to combat that is not getting paranoid. The way to combat it is feeling good, looking good, doing your baths, doing your medicine, making your magic, right? That's what we do. We don't get woe is me and oh gosh, when the challenges come, we make more magic. When the challenges come, we make more magic. When the challenges come, I feel like Dr. Umar right now saying things 3 times, but there's a reason, right? The first time you hear it, the second time, and then the third time it really sinks in. When the challenges come, we make more magic. That's it. That's what we do. We make more magic, right? We make more magic. And so this week is a week, make magic. Make magic. Come on. Chris is sowing seeds. Y'all making rules. Y'all doing all the things, right? J Max sending me some goodies from Vietnam. I'm patient. Suruni bye I'm patient. Charisma's doing the white bath this weekend. Beautiful. Yes. And wonderful, right? Wonderful. So make your magic. Make your magic. Get your magic. If and you can make it yourself. You can get some of what I got. You can make it yourself. I offer it because I know, mine be doing a little something, something. I ain't even gonna lie. Obviously, me and Obatala be charging it up, but it is just as powerful, right? That when you make your own. Watermelon tourmaline coming as our crystal. So this is pointing us to joy and enjoyment and pleasure. Come on, you can't make this up. Magic and pleasure. That's what we got for this year. Magic and pleasure. Magic and pleasure. That's it. Right? So don't get scared. Don't get shook. Get magical. Get pleasured. Get right? Get fed. Ooh, come on now. Coconut pineapple cake. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Look how, that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Connecting, Kim. I love that. I love that. All right? Make magic. Be in your pleasure. Be in your joy. Yes, Reverend Rhonda, our pleasure is power. Don't forget. Make sure you're saying that every day. Make sure you're saying that every day. Make sure you're saying that every day. Okay, come on, Stacy. I love it. You already in the mix with it popping up in your meditation. I love that. I love when spirit confirms things. I love when spirit confirms things. Yes, Chris, our resident crystal expert, stimulating big heart chakra energy, right? Open up your heart chakra. Open up your heart chakra. Ashe. As said, people are looking at the year itself as the fire horse. We are the fire horse. Love that. Our pleasure is the horsepower. Ashe. Yes, the magic and pleasure. That's what we got. That's what we got this year. That is the medicine. That is the medicine. That is the medicine. So get magical. Get pleasurable. Right? Do your thing. And here's the funny thing too, because spirit can't make this stuff up. Watermelon tourmaline is the last crystal in the book, right? It's the last crystal in the book, and it talks to us about seeing perfection in the moment, having natural joy, having a peaceful heart, natural joy and a peaceful heart, natural joy and a peaceful heart. So, so, so important for us. Magic and pleasure. Watermelon tourmaline comes bearing the message, and I'm reading from the Crystal Spirits Oracle guidebook. Always like to cite my sources. Watermelon tourmaline comes bearing the message that the divine order supports you in experiencing your bliss. Notice the perfection in this moment, that unbreakable connection to universal consciousness within you. The conscious universe is here to guide you so you may feel and experience bliss as it radiates outward. Your outer conditions will soon respond with a reflection of your natural joy and your peaceful heart. Forget the small stuff today. Forget the small stuff today. Forget the small stuff today. Once again, forget the small stuff and simply be present, feeling your bliss, experiencing that you are where you need to be. You don't need to go back looking for nothing. You don't need to go kicking no rocks. You don't need to go opening no calabashes. You are where you need to be. Problems exist, yes, and they always will. But watermelon tourmaline is here to remind you that they do not have to define your experience in this life. Problems exist. I'm going to say that again, and they always will. But watermelon tourmaline reminds you that they do not have to define your experience in this life. You are asked to acknowledge your co creative power and your ability to collaborate in the healing work of the all, your ability to make magic. Each one of us is the magician, and it's number one, right? Those of you who have taken my tarot class, when we go through the Fool's Journey, number one, we come into the world manifesting, making magic already. We cry, wow, somebody comes, boop, and gives us anything that we need. That's manifestation, right? We come with that ability already. Do not let your ego distract you from the pleasure of knowing that each moment you are here, you have the distinct honor of being able to contribute to the healing of the planet and all her creatures. Life is good and getting better every moment. Bask in your bliss. Watermelon tourmaline gently grounds us while stimulating the heart, encouraging us to be present in the moment, bringing a feeling of gratitude, and helping us to understand that life is precious in every moment, regardless of what is happening around us. Ashe, 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 Oshun Women More. I'm glad it's touching. So problems exist. They always will. Tibitire, right? But it is how we respond to those things that determines how we move through them. And this is not meant to be a toxic positivity thing. I always say that. Feel your feelings, right? It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel all of those things. What we don't want to do is stay there, especially when we have the ability and when we are blessed with lives that are blessed relatively, right? That are blessed. When we have the privilege, listen to me, it is a privilege to be able to have pleasure and enjoy your life. It should be, it is a right, it should be, right? It is a human right, but we know that in this world, under this system that we live under, it is a blessing. I won't say it's a privilege, it's a blessing to be able to enjoy our lives. It is a blessing to be able to live in relative comfort when so many are not able to do that. And we stand in solidarity and we fight against those forces that are coming for our people. And as I always say, very important, mm, is that we have to build the new world that we want to see. We can't only be fighting what we don't want. We can't only be destroying. We have to be creating at the same time. So some of us are called, and this is a message for somebody because I just recently had this conversation with another person who's a spiritual healer and who is a historian like I am, and other things. And they said, how can I be here saying these things? How can I be here encouraging pleasure and bliss, right? Encouraging these things, encouraging magic when so many bad things are happening? Shouldn't I be out there with the protesters in Minneapolis? Shouldn't I be out there on the front lines? Shouldn't I be out there doing X, Y, or Z? And I said, everything is important. Every part of this is important because when folks come back from the fight, when folks come back from the protests, when folks come back from the battles, they have to have something to come back to, right? They have to have something to come back to. They have to have home to come back to. We have to have institution to come back to. We have to have joy to come back to, because otherwise, what are we fighting for? Right? What are we fighting for? If we don't have a new world, we're fighting for a new world, right? We're fighting for a new world. And so we have to build that new world, right? We have to build that new world that we want to see. We can't only be destroying, because then once everything is destroyed, what's left? Where do we go? What do we do? Right? What do we do? We have to create, right, the new world that we want to see. And the new world that I want to see includes us being magical and blissful. The new world that I want to see includes us tapping into our ancestral medicine and tapping back into the powers of the earth. The new world that I want to see consists of us recognizing our own power, mm, recognizing our own strength, recognizing that we have something to still fight for, because people get despondent and apathetic when it doesn't feel like there's anything left to fight for, when it doesn't feel like there's any magic or bliss or joy left. That's when people get despondent and stop even thinking that they should fight for anything. And so understand that if you are a person who brings bliss and joy into the world, building the new world, if you are someone who is building the new world that we want to see, you are doing very important work. And we are supporting the warriors who are out there, like Oba, the Orisa Oba, who's not talked about nearly enough. She was a fierce warrior, but she trained. She also is considered the patron of the home and domesticity. She trained the warriors, sent them out to fight, and stayed home to make sure they had a home to come back to when the fight was done, right? And so know that that is important work, right? That is important work. Okay, blessings, Queen Moses Soul, daughter of Oba. Iba Oba, yes, Ashe, Ashe. We give honor to her. Oba Eleko Aya Osi, Ayava Eleko Aya Osi. Give thanks. right, for that lesson. It's very important. Family, you know, it's always a joy and a pleasure to spend time with you. Remember, be in bliss and make your magic this week. Live well, feel good. Mm. Be filled with joy, be filled with love, be filled with hope, be filled with fire, because we do have fights we have battles, right? And many of those battles are within our own selves and our own minds. Don't forget the battle that's right here first, right? So know that we are moving forward. We're not looking back to anything that harmed us. We're not looking back to anything that is not uplifting. We are moving all the way forward. Blessings, joy, all good things. I love you all. Visit us at asheiray.com if you're new to the family. Thank you for the love offerings that you are sending. You can send them here as well on Cashapp, $ Iya Funlayo, Venmo at asheiray, and using Funlayo at asheiray.com for PayPal and Zelle. We give thanks for all that you pour into the ministry, and you are reminded always that the most important thing you have is not your money, but it's your tea, your time, your energy, and your attention. So spend them well. Odabo family.